So a Buddha, through having practiced the stages of the path to enlightenment, in particular meditated extensively on emptiness, eventually realized emptiness directly, and then on the basis of that direct realization eradicated all the obstructions to liberation from their mind, and then eventually eradicated even the imprints of those delusions, that stain left in the mind, so that their minds became permanently free from mistaken appearance. So that's the definition, isn't it? The inner light of wisdom that is permanently free from mistaken appearance. So what does that mean? So it means that sense of separation is gone, isn't it? That sense of people and the world and so forth being outside of their mind is gone. So if it's not outside their mind, then what is it? How do you perceive things when you don't have mistaken appearance? The answer to that for us is quite simple. It's, I don't know. I mean, we can hazard, we can kind of guess at it, but it's essentially, I don't know. We will never know until we become a Buddha, actually. Because that'll be the sign that you're a Buddha, when you know that. When you're able to answer that question directly, that's because you're a Buddha. But we can essentially understand that a Buddha is now perceiving everything as not outside their mind, so therefore as the nature of their mind. Everything. And from that perspective we can then understand, therefore a Buddha's mind pervades everything. A Buddha's consciousness is all-pervading. Yay. So this is so wonderful to understand. Because then we can understand why Buddhas bless us. They can't help it. They can't help it. They achieved enlightenment, didn't they? They achieved enlightenment motivated by compassion. We understand, right? You need bodhicitta in order to achieve enlightenment. You need the wish to achieve enlightenment motivated by universal compassion, that wish to liberate all living beings without exception from suffering, from samsaric rebirth, to liberate all living beings without exception. So they achieve enlightenment motivated by that compassionate wish to benefit all living beings, and now having achieved enlightenment, they now experience every single living being as not separate from their enlightened mind. It turns out that from an enlightened, from the perspective of someone who's in the know, from the perspective of someone who understands things correctly, an enlightened being, enlightenment is reality. Enlightenment just is reality. An enlightened being is someone who's in reality. And from their perspective, we're all in reality, because reality is reality. But at the same time, because they're enlightened, they realize that we don't know that. They realize that we are crazy people. We are, although from one point of view, from their perspective, everything is reality. We are in reality. But from our point of view, no. We are in that dualistic hallucination, that sense of continuous separation, isolation, really, existential isolation. That's what's appearing to us due to mistaken appearance, and that's what we're believing due to self-grasping ignorance. We're believing that to be our truth. And so a Buddha, because they have removed delusions and all the obstructions from their very subtle mind, they are literally experiencing everything, absolutely everything, as the nature of unbelievable bliss. Indescribable joy, freedom, peace, bliss. And they're seeing our nature as that. And yet they're recognizing that we don't see that.